I think the general society and media portrays a certain way to live life. For example, when tech startups was a huge thing, the whole shtick was to make a tech startup, and you had to work like fucking crazy, and then you gotta be like the Silicon Valley TV series, and then you gotta be a fucking nerd, and then you gotta start from your garage, and then you slowly but surely get investments and stuff like that. That's a certain way of living that was kind of indoctrinated for that phase of life. I don't know if you guys experienced it, but it was very much in the circle that I was in. Everyone was making a tech startup, and if you weren't, then you weren't part of the cool kids. If anything, it's hard to not fall into, you know? It's hard to challenge the norms and be different, and be brave enough to be different, or brave enough to not be part of the norm. It's hard. Is it good or bad? Honestly, I think it's a neutral thing. I don't think it's bad to be part of the norm. I don't think it's bad to be a cog in the wheel. I don't think it's bad to be boring. Who's to judge anyway? It's everyone's life to live. If anything, they should be the judge themselves. If they're happy, then they're happy. If they're happy with doing nothing in their life, so be it. Who are we to judge? We're not God. Because like back then, I think with like societal pressures and like stuff from the people around us, for example, our parents maybe, or like our family, our extended family and stuff like that. I was like, oh, what are you doing in life and stuff like that, you know? But they just put up like these superficial pressures for you to live a certain way that technically is irrelevant to them. If anything, it should be ours to decide, ours to judge, and ours to live with, right? For a while, I did think that if someone, because I'm quite ambitious, and I'm quite the go-getter. Although I can be a lazy bitch and procrastinator sometimes, but in general, I'm quite ambitious. I used to think that if someone wasn't as ambitious as I was, then they need to get their shit together, right? But now I'm like, who the fuck cares? If they're happy, who are we to say, man? But then, like I said, we're all adults. We need to be responsible we can do whatever we want, but we need to be responsible over the consequences. If you know what you're going to do is going to result in consequences, don't bitch about it when it comes around, right? That's part of being an adult.